Hi, I'm just going to give you a quick demo of configuring your data sources in ShareTrade Tracker. With the newest release of ShareTrade Tracker, we've now got a new data source, World Trading Data, that provides an integrated API to prices, historical and also end of day. So if you're a returning user, you click on Configure Data Sources here, or if you're a first-time user, you'd also click on Configure Your Data Source and you're taken to the same screen. Now, there are two new setup configurations we need to do. One is for the price data and the other is for dividend data sources. So we'll start with the price data first. When you first land on this screen, you'll see various information about the data sources for prices, and you have two configurations, end-of-day prices and historical prices. It defaults to the new data source, World Trading Data, and it indicates down here in this red status that you need to get an API key before you can start using World Trading Data. You can also choose EOD Historical, Google or Yahoo. Now, EOD Historical is a paid data source. World Trading Data is free for up to 250 requests per day, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. EOD Historical is paid and it's roughly $20 per month at the time of the latest integration that we developed. Google and Yahoo are still free, but they are APIs we're going to no longer support by the end of this year, so we're recommending not to use these anymore. So I'm going to go and show you how you set up an API key for World Trading Data. So you click on this button here, Set Up API Key. And then you are led through a process of getting the API key, testing it, and then storing it. And once that's finished, you can then use that to update prices in ShareTrade Tracker. So now I'm going to go and show you how to, we'll click on this button and it'll take you to the World Trading Data website to get the API key. Okay, so I've now clicked on that button and I've landed on the World Trading Data website. And here you click on Register, or you can scroll down here and click on Get My Free API Key. You get started, and then you enter your name, so your email address, your name, password, and create account. Now that will then send you an API key that you can use within ShareTrade Tracker. I'll just show you what that looks like from the testing perspective. So once I've landed here on this website, I get to see my member area and also the details of my API key. Don't share this API key with anybody. It is something that's just for you, and you need to copy and paste that into ShareTrade Tracker. So if I click copy here, I can now go back to ShareTrade Tracker and I can click paste here. Copy and paste, and I can now test my API key. Comes back and reports that that's valid. I can now store that API key and I can exit this, and now I've updated my data sources and I've got the API key configured. I'll click update. I've already tested it, so I don't need to test it again, so I can select no here and I can exit, and I've done that for the prices. Similarly for dividends, we have these configured for share dividends for Australian dividends, which will provide franking details for the stocks. We recommend you leave it on sharedividends.com.au. This is an integrated API as well and is free, and it will provide the franking details for all ASX stocks. You can also choose to have other dividends, e.g. US exchanges and other exchanges. We recommend at the moment still to keep Yahoo as the default for this, and this will return just dividend details. So there is no API keys required for this data source, and once that's configured, you're ready to go. So for the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to exit the welcome form, and I'm now just going to show you the process of updating prices. We'll now go to World Trading Data for those prices. In the case of my workbook, I have some stocks that are not found. In the case where if you have this for your workbook, you can contact World Trading Data and ask them to update their list of stocks if they're valid stocks, and then they should be able to help you. Okay, so that's the introductory video for updating your data source for the new data sources provided in ShareTrade Tracker. Thanks very much for listening.